What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode. Well, edition of what it is. Okay, so we are back. Hopefully everything has been going on great for everybody this week. Listen, it's been hot this whole week. Okay, it's been hot this whole week. I thought, fall was coming. The sun going down is dark before I get home, dark before I leave work. So, I'm thinking, hey, let the weather cool off something. Can we get some 70-degree weather? You know what I'm saying? No, bitch. This whole week we did 90-degree, 85 plus up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, girl, I ain't got time for it. But, I can't complain about that when other states down in the Gulf are Gulf is going through some, terrible weather that they have. Hurricane Laura, I believe that's what it is. Either way, they getting hurricanes, okay? Down, especially in Louisiana and parts of Texas or whatever. You guys be safe. I hope you guys evacuated when you guys were supposed to. I believe. What the fuck? Y'all, it's a big ass spider right there on my wall. I killed a spider yesterday at work. Now I gotta kill one at my house. I'm gonna wait till it come down. I ain't gonna touch that bitch right now. But I'm gonna keep my eye on it. But anyway, cause I don't do bugs. I don't do insects. So this is gonna make me. I told y'all one was on my bed before. That shit fucked me up for a minute. Okay, I couldn't even go to sleep right. I went to sleep with tissue in my ears so that, ain't nothing finna be crawling up in my shit. But anyway, listen, bitch, would have put something in my nose too if I needed to breathe. If I didn't need to breathe. But no. So, we got Hurricane Laura down there, messing things up down there in Louisiana and Texas, whatever. I hope you guys have evacuated. I hope you guys are as safe as possible. I know it's supposed to be, mind you, this is the week that is the 15th anniversary, I believe, of Hurricane Katrina that happened in Louisiana when the levees broke and just messed up the whole city, and people, Louisiana, Mississippi, the Gulf, just messed it up. And, people still trying to recover from that all these years later. All these years later, And I just hope you guys heeded the warning. I hope you guys are safe as possible. I know at this particular moment they said that it was just downgraded from a hurricane to a tropical storm, a very strong tropical storm. So, I hope everything is okay. And like I said, I just pray for the safety of everyone. Moving on from that, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened to me. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday, I woke up. Let me tell you what woke me up out of my sleep. First of all, I barely got any sleep. Okay. And then, was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? Either way, one day this week. Today is Thursday. One day this week, it was yesterday or Tuesday, I woke up out of my sleep. Okay. And literally, like, a few minutes before I was supposed to wake up. And what woke me up was the fact that I had to cough. Okay. I had to cough. Baby, it was a tickle in my throat. It was a scratch in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand where it came from. Now, I was fine the day before, and I don't know. My sinus has been playing games. My acid reflux been playing games. So I should have known that's what basically was going on, okay? I also have post-nasal drip because of the sinuses and stuff like that. So you got that plus the acid reflux, and it does a lot to your throat and everything. Girl, it just be bothering me sometimes. Okay, it flare up. So I guess I must have had a flare up because, bitch, let me tell you something. I woke up coughing in my sleep. Okay, that's what woke me up. Just coughing and coughing and coughing, and I could not stop. Like, I was like, oh my god, and it was irritating me. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, am I sick? And no, I'm not laughing. I'm not smiling. Girl, I was paranoid. Y'all know, if you don't know me, I'm a slight hypochondriac, okay? Listen, bitch, listen. Ever since this shit been going on, I've been paranoid about certain stuff already. And then when this Miss Thing came through, you know what I'm saying? girl, it just messed me up even more. Like, my anxiety has been on 10 or whatever. It has been on 1,000. Okay. And then waking up and coming off with this cough that just kept on coming and coming and coming. I was like, oh my God, I'm texting my sister. You know, she works in the labs and she works with the medical stuff. I'm like, girl, I'm coughing. Is everything okay? Do you think it's just, I'm paranoid or whatever? She was like, bitch, you just paranoid. Okay. Because, girl, guess what happened? Oh, so bitch, you want to roll over there? You want to roll over there? Let me stop this right quick and go kill this spider. Okay, I'm back, and spider is done. Like, it took me less than 30 seconds, okay? Listen, it started crawling into a viewpoint that I can kill it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna say, oh, why you kill it? Because I wanted to, girl. I ain't want that shit. No, ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, what was I saying? So by the time it was time for me to leave, basically the coughing had stopped, but it was still like a little tickling in my throat. And I was just trying to figure out, should I go to work or not? But I still went to work. I was okay. Girl, I ain't cough no more. I ain't had a coughing spell yet. Okay, we gonna keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, acid reflux. Like, you just have to, like, this whole Miss Girl is just a mind fuck because of the simple fact that you get this, it's like we forget that we can get other things like a regular cold or just regular sinus issues or allergies or whatever. And as soon as we get some symptoms of that, we think that it's probably Miss Girl because that's symptoms too. Like, girl, it's crazy. It's crazy. So Ashley was a little paranoid, went through a little stuff. I was a little shaky, okay? But, I'm back on my shit. But, anyway, moving on from that, let's just get into, the rest of this video. Officially get into the video. I'm frustrated because once again, we have to get on this camera, and I thought, we got a little break, a little reprieve from having to get on this camera and to talk about yet again another black person being shot down. And this time, the only fortunate thing, the only good thing about this whole situation is that this person in particular is still here with us. We did not have to say, condolences and things like that, but we still have to send out prayers. We still have to make this man's name a hashtag just so he can get the justice that he deserves, okay? Jacob Blake was a resident of Illinois that moved to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Family out there, I guess, something like that. Basically, what wound up happening, I don't know if this happened like over the weekend or whatever, but it was very recent, this week or something. What wound up happening is Jacob saw two women fighting, and he went to break up the fight. Now, what happened before I even saw or got information on what exactly happened, the video was going around on Twitter, and I wound up seeing it, and I was like, what is this? All I saw, because I saw somebody post it on Facebook, but I didn't even look at it, because who be on Facebook like that? Trust and believe, I do not be on Facebook like that. If I do, it's not to kiki or whatever. Yes, it is just a little bit. But, Twitter and Instagram is where it's at, okay? That's where I be at all the time, you know what I'm saying? And YouTube, that's where I be at. So if you're looking for me and you need some shit, it's better for you to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, them places or whatever. But yeah, I seen the video of him trying to get into the car, and the cops were pulling at him. His back is to the cops, and next thing you know, pop, 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 7 shots or whatever. I don't know how many that was, but y'all get the gist. He was shot 7 times in his back while he was trying to get into his car. As they were pulling on him, his shirt. And I was like, what in the world is this? And then I get the backstory, or some of the backstory is saying that, he broke up a fight between two women, was waiting and happy that the cops came, so that they can take over whatever, trying to tell him what's going on. And they coming after him. And then I heard somebody said that they said that he had a knife or something. Like, he probably had a little pocket switchblade that they always carry. Like, everybody that's, carry or whatever. It probably wasn't even no knife that was threatening. And he probably, if he was breaking up a fight, and waiting for the cops to come, why would he be trying to do something to the cops? It don't make sense, okay? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, that man tried to attack the cops, that man pulled a knife out on the cops and did this and did that. No, it just don't make sense. That man was getting away, trying to get back into his car. I don't care what the narrative is, this is what my narrative is. He was trying to get up into the car, okay? And they shot that man. Could have killed that man. It was two cops. You know, they put the name out of the one cop. I forgot it. Girl, I don't even care. I mean, cause it just irritates me, and I'm gonna tell you why it's irritating me. Because today they released a video of the Kenosha police department sheriff talking about the guy that we're gonna get into, Kyle Rittenhouse. You know, he came down in the midst of all of this stuff. There was protests. We already knew there was protests that was going to happen, okay? It reignited the flames, you know, just because we have not been seeing Black Lives Matter protests going on our social media as regularly as we have earlier on in the summer or whatever, does not mean that they stop protesting. Protestings have not stopped, okay? They're just getting less televised, you know what I'm saying? Less media coverage, you know? And so the protests have reared up, you know? They're doing all of that. This little town is not, you know, prepared for all of this stuff that's going on. So people have been protesting for a few days. You know, they put a curfew in place. Okay, don't nobody follow that because they're protesting, they're upset. Of course, we knew that's what's gonna happen. And you know, meanwhile, we're trying to wait on word whether or not Jacob is going to be okay. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be okay? There was various reports saying that he passed away. Then the family come out and said no, he was in surgery. He was in surgery and he wound up getting out of surgery and he's stable condition, probably still in ICU, but he is paralyzed now from the waist down, and most likely he's going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. They don't know if it's going to be permanent damage or temporary damage, but 9 out of 10, I can guarantee you most likely it's going to be permanent damage, okay? And they need to sue the fuck out of the cops. The cops, both of them. I don't care if it was just one person that pulled the trigger. Both of them need to be arrested. Both of them need to be charged. And one needs to be charged a little bit more harshly than the other one the one who actually pulled the trigger needs to truly be charged, okay? Jail time needs to be served. Justice needs to be served, okay? But in the midst of this protest, the night before, last night, was it last night or the night before that? Either way, recently, one of these, within the last couple of days, this motherfucking dude, 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse from Antioch, motherfucking Illinois. First of all, you're not even from Wisconsin. And this goes to show you exactly what we was talking about when all the protests was going on real heavy. And, you know, it was people coming into the cities, these cities where the protests were happening that were not even from there, you know, starting a lot of stuff, trying to make it seem like the Black Lives Matter people were out there, you know, vandalizing stuff, whatever. No, oh, we got this vigilante group that's coming out here trying to protect the police and protect structures and stuff like that out there in Kenosha. And then, you know, Kyle want to be Billy Badass. You're a 17-year-old boy, bitch. You supposed to be on virtual learning right about now or in school because, bitch, you probably out there. They probably letting y'all up in school in a physical structure. That's what you supposed to be worried about at this point. You know what I'm saying? You should be worrying about, you know, going to college or, you know, trying to get a job or something like that. You should not be worried about trying to come over to Kenosha, Wisconsin from Antioch, Illinois, driving over state lines. And I believe somebody said that his mama drove him or whatever. Shame on that bitch too. Throw that hoe in the garbage can and throw her in jail too, because bitch, you a fucking accessory if that is true. Okay? If not, I take it back, but then again, I probably don't. Okay? But you drive over state lines to come over here to do what? This ain't even your goddamn business, bitch. First of all, it's not your business. That's not even where you were supposed to be concerned and be at. Why are you taking it upon yourself to come out there and think that you're gonna be Billy Badass and you know, stop all these people from protesting and doing all this stuff or whatever and woo woo woo, and then you got an AK-47. You're 17 years old with an AK-47. That's fine that you got a license. I don't even know if you got a permit to freaking carry, but if you do, that's fine or whatever. Okay, whatever. Why do you need an AK-47? And then you're aiming it and shooting at people that aren't doing anything to you. Okay, they are exercising their right to protest. I don't care if a curfew is in place or whatever, they are still exercising their right to protest. Who are you to come in and try to disturb that? Who are you to come in off of state lines and come in like you the dumb data and try to disturb that and scaring people and out here shooting people, and then you kill 2 people and you injured another person, and then you walk right past the cops. I saw the actual video. I've been hearing about the way that they said that he walked past the cops didn't do nothing. A couple of trucks came past. He just walking like this. Just walking like that. He walked literally past a cop car on the side of it with the AK-47 just hanging off of him out in the open. They screaming and stop him, stop him, stop him. He just shot somebody. He just shot some people and they just let him go. And you wonder why people don't have trust in the police. You wonder why people are not out here, being 100% on the police side. Okay? You wonder why we keep, people look funny when people say, well, it's not all bad cops. We know that, but damn, if the good cops can put their bad cops people in place, girl, call them out. But then again, you would be like Officer Williams, who lost his job because he spoke out against the bad apples. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he eventually turned himself in, I believe, today. And, of course, they're charging him with a bunch of felonies and a couple of counts of murder. Okay. What really pissed me off, and this is what I was saying about the cops, the police sheriff, he gets up there and he basically was saying, it was almost like he was victim blaming and almost like he was taking up for the shooter, saying basically, well, he was out here trying to protect, those who was breaking the law or whatever. So, he did what he had to do. That's what it sounded like to me. Okay. And I said, no, that's not what you do. Okay. You kill somebody in cold-blooded murder who did not do nothing to you and you had no excuse for it. This is not even your town. This is not even your place of birth. Why are you here? It makes no sense. Girl, I was just really mad. And then an old video, came up like the Kenosha police sheriff, he's a little racist. Yeah. He got, it made sense when I seen that second video from like 2018. I was just like, wow. Okay, no wonder why you said what you said, because you feel the exact same way. You don't care. Then you got people like, okay, you got the NBA, with all that's going on. I hope they and it makes me so mad when stuff like this happen, because we see what the headlines are and how they try to treat, especially like when black people, get shot down, they want to, or get in trouble, or something happen where we're trying to fight for justice for them. They dig into their past and, they bring up all their unsavory things, oh, they was arrested for this, they did this, and they had this on their records and all this stuff. But Chad, with this guy, this 17-year-old boy who is being charged as an adult now, you pull up his record, or you try to paint the New York Post, trying to paint him as somebody, I don't know, trying to paint him in a favorable light. Oh, well, before he killed somebody, he was out here seeing, scrubbing graffiti, being a good Samaritan and a good citizen, scrubbing the graffiti off the walls out here in Kenosha and everything. That don't matter. Okay, it's a lot of good people out here, or people that do, I ain't gonna say a lot of good people, it's a lot of people that do good shit that are bad people. And they still mess around and do bad things. And you still gotta hold them accountable. Regardless of the good that they did, that bad thing, they have to be held accountable for it. This was a terrible thing. This was an evil thing. This was a heartless thing that he did. Okay? It was unjust, unrectifiable at this point, So I'm just sitting here like, wow, if he was a black man, you would have dug all up into his background and put all these nasty things out there about him. Look what they did to Trayvon Martin. You poured up the fact that boy, smoked marijuana, instead of the fact that his life was taken senselessly and for no reason. But then you want to put up here that, he out here cleaning up graffiti and shit like that. But in conjunction with all this stuff, shout out to the WNBA, because they've been on their Black Lives Matter stuff. They've been on their, trying to fight for justice stuff. And they have been so bold with it. And I am so proud of them. Pause. I think it's the LA team. Girl, I ain't watched I'm getting back into watching the WNBA because it's one girl, her name Tia Cooper. Is she? Some of the girls on the WNBA, you can tell that they like girls or whatever. But mama is fine as shit. I mean, I'm sorry to say that in the midst of this little rant that I'm going on and the seriousness of it, but I just had, like, she is fine. She is beautiful. Oh, let me stop. Okay, like, girl, and she a little thicky too. She athletic thick too, girl. And she could be feminine with it too. I was like, oh my god, bitch. Like, bitch, girl, okay, shit. No, make me want. Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. The NBA too. NBA. They want to postpone the games or whatever that was supposed to happen, whatever, after because of the shooting and all this stuff, and that's understandable. They was thinking about boycotting the rest of the season, not doing stuff, but of course that ain't gonna happen. These niggas gonna go ahead and play, okay? And then you got motherfuckers like Brett, what's his name? Brian Urlacher, which used to be out here playing for the Chicago Bears. Bitch, that's why you ain't got no fucking ring. If you play for the Bears, you ain't got no Super Bowl ring, okay? But cause they ain't never went to the playoffs. If they went to the playoffs, they ain't never fucking win. Little whack ass bitch, okay? Who has a black son by a stripper, but the strip that I just wanted to put that out there, okay? He has a black son. You know what I'm saying? That he helped make, okay? Because regardless of the fact that you white, the mom is black, and they're gonna look at that boy as black. You know what I'm saying? You can say, oh, I'm black and white. No, they're gonna look at you as you black, baby. That's what's going on. Unfortunately, that's what it is, okay? And black is beautiful, so go ahead. Our races is beautiful, but you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's how it is. Because somebody gonna be like, well, what about shut up? We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. He posted some meme or whatever talking about some Brett Favre. He went on ahead and played, in the game or whatever when his daddy died. And the NBA wanna all of a sudden just shut down because somebody got shot or whatever. What the hell? Like, it was so opposite and like condescending as to reason why they like coming for the NBA, saying basically they a bunch of pussies for stopping the game. You know what I'm saying? Over somebody that got shot and he said for wielding a knife or whatever at the cops or whatever. And then he liked something that said free Kyle Rittenhouse or something like that. And I'm sitting here like, wow, your mega flag is showing real hard. Your racism is showing real hard. Now I hope nothing ever happened to your son. And I hope you never, I wonder what exactly you teaching that boy. What exactly? I hope you're in his life and I hope you're teaching him right. But, after all of that, it just don't sound right. Anyway, I just had to put that out there. You guys pray for Jacob Blake and I hope they get justice. And then the latest thing that I heard and seen on here is that Jacob, the daddy went up into the room and found out that the Jacob was fucking handcuffed to the bed. What did he do to deserve to get handcuffed to the bed? I'm confused. Let me know. Okay? Girl, like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's just pray. I have a strong feeling. I have a funny feeling. It can go either way, but we already know how these situations are. But it's just a mess. And it's a shame that we have to keep on going and talking about stuff like this. Moving on from that, in insignificant news, Boots from Flavor of Love and Charm School, Larissa, she came out, did some little podcast talking about some Monique blacklisted her because, they got into their little tiff on Charm School or whatever, and she talked about something, it was an event or something that she wanted to do. They didn't want to do it because Monique didn't want her to do it or some shit like that. And I'm sitting here like, girl, you trying to say that Monique listed you and basically trying to say the stuff that happened to Monique was karma for that or something like that. That karma. I said, girl, don't nobody even fucking know who you are outside of Charm School, bitch. And that's even if we remember that. Okay? And you are mostly known for trying to fuck Flavor Flav. That's it. Who wants that to be their claim to fame? Okay? You have got to be somebody of importance, somebody that actually did something, somebody with some real talent to be blacklisted. Okay? Girl, shut up. Shut up. You could have kept that to yourself. You tried to get a little attention off of it. It came and it went literally in a minute, okay? Because no one else is talking about it. And I don't even know why I brought it up. I just brought it up because it was just really dumb. It was really dumb. Moving on from that. This whole situation, I spoke on the situation with Monica, trying to get her first love. I don't care if that ain't her first love. That's her first love, okay? See murder up out of jail, working with Kim Kardashian and all that stuff, the way that that hooked up. Okay, Master P, after all of that happened, Master P come out with this 7-minute long video. Did I watch the whole thing? No. But I read the caption, I looked at some of the clips or whatever, and he's mentioning Monica, he's mentioning Kim Kardashian, he's basically in his feelings about the fact that, you know, C Murder is thanking these people who he thought, as according to him, just came into his life, you know, within these 7 months or whatever, as if, you know, he's forgetting about the other people that have actually been there throughout all the years and whatever, that's, you know, helped him and tried. And I guess because C Murder didn't mention him or whatever, if y'all going through a tiff, because also somebody pulled up and told me that, you know, at one point they have gotten into it, the brothers have gotten into it because Master P wasn't paying the legal fees for C Murder, the lawyer fees or whatever, so the lawyer had to pull out and all that stuff. So that's why the family has been resorting to going to, you know, selling other stuff just to pay for his fees and stuff like that, because Master P won't do it because they got into their own issue. Basically what it comes down to is it's family drama between the brothers, C Murder and Master P. Okay, and at this point Master P brought Kim Kardashian and Monica into it because they are the ones that have been vocal about it in the past couple of weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? About trying to get him out and you know, trying to work on the case. And he should not have done that. I understand his frustration and feeling as though, you know, you're not going to act like I didn't do anything for you. Okay. But at the same time, you know, he's saying that he's not going to go back up there visiting. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to do all of this stuff, why do you have an issue with other people coming in and trying to help to get your brother out? Okay, let them take the reins up and you just go over here and rest. We're not going to say you a bad big brother or whatever and you didn't want to do nothing for him. We know you. We heard you throughout the years speaking up on your brother. Okay, we heard that. We know that. Okay, but if you have somebody else that's coming in and they can offer some assistance in conjunction to what you've done to help move this thing along and bring some life to it and try to get another trial and try to get him out of there, why not be thankful for that? Why put stuff out to try to shade and all that stuff? Okay, and then Monica had to come back and say, first of all, I don't know you, I don't deal with you. I spoke with C and I spoke with, you know, Silk the Shocker. Okay, whatever's going on between y'all, you need to figure that out with y'all and keep me out of it. And from you to say that basically that I just came into the picture, no, I've been here for years. Okay, I've been here for all these years, you know, putting money on books. You know, if he ever needs something, he can call my mama, he can call my daddy, he can call my brother, he can call me. That's what it's been. Okay, not no 7 months. Okay, she said she hooked up with Kim Kardashian 7 months ago. That's what it was. And then Master P tried to come back and say, well, first of all, I don't know you and I don't want to know you. Okay, and she already said and established that she don't know you. Y'all don't know each other. Y'all don't rock with each other like that. That's fine. And I get, like I said, I get his side and I get her side. But truth be told, Master P took his frustration out with what's going on between him and C Murder and the family out on these women for no reason. You brought Monica up into it for no reason. And you tried to put her on blast or whatever and tried to make it seem like she was doing some dirty, underhanded stuff and making her seem suspect just because she said that she was still, you know, supporting him and visiting him on the logs or whatever. You should have known, okay? You should have known better. She said that in the song, okay? So we already knew. We already knew. You know what I'm saying? We already knew, you know? And her niggas already knew. And you trying to say that she had 2 marriages. No, she had 1 marriage and she was engaged to Rocco. She never got married to him. She got married to Shannon Brown. Okay? That's what it was. And you can't tell me that those niggas did not know exactly what was going on. Monica don't look like the type that holds secrets like that. She looked like the upfront type, like, bitch, I'm finna go visit my other nigga and you gonna deal with it. That's what it is. And they was like, fine. Because she looked like she probably would have shot them. No, let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna play Monica like that because I love her. But they don't call her goon for nothing, and she likes us to carry. But anyway, she carry a Glock up in that purse. You know what I'm saying? And that's true tea right there. But you know, he was just taking his frustration out on the wrong people. And then, C Murder's family coming out, and what got me in the midst of this, C Murder kids is cool with Monica. They vouching for Monica. This girl that's, supposed to be hooking up with C Murder, talking about some Monica who she all gloating and happy at the fact that Master P going at Monica and calling her out and all this stuff like, bitch, you ain't nobody or whatever. You ain't done nothing. You just sneaking into the prisons and stuff like that. I moved 4 minutes away. And I'm sitting here like, girl, what was this supposed to prove? Monica ain't say nothing about that she wanted that nigga back. We up here playing and joking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's us that's joking and kikiing about it, okay? Because, it's just funny. It's just funny, all right? That's what it is, But she's on the legal team trying to help him get out of prison. So why and what was the purpose of you putting it out there that you was visiting him and putting money on his books or whatever all these years too? What does that prove? What does that prove? Explain what's that prove. Were you also putting money on the lawyer fees, trying to get him out and trying to get him representation, trying to get were you doing that? Now, if you would have put some more information out like that and said, bitch, I've been here, I've been trying to get him out of jail, I've been trying to get people to show up and all this stuff, you just not did that, then I look at that different. But you up here trying to claim him. That's not what Monica Angle was. She was not trying to claim him. Okay? So I was confused and I said, girl, you still look dumb. I am not finna move 4 minutes away from some nigga that's gonna be up in jail for fucking life and it look like it ain't finna come out anytime soon. And I'm not finna be putting my business out there on the internet for people to fucking judge. Okay? Girl, you look dumb and you one of a few. I'm pretty sure Monica and you aren't the only person that's been putting money on his books. Okay? Come on, the only woman, I should say, that's been putting money on that book. Like, girl, you don't know the situation. You just made yourself look stupid. That's all that it is, okay? And then somebody from C Murder side of the family, like either the daughter or somebody, just called Master P out saying basically he ain't done nothing for the family. The daddy house is decrepit. He needed to get this done or whatever. You got him living in you won't renovate the house and all this stuff, and we'll just putting the family business out there. And at the end of the day, I'm looking at this whole situation like, damn, maybe Master P, you should have just texted these folks before you put y'all family business out there, or before you open up your mouth, because you opened up a floodgate and all y'all family tea just starts spilling out. Girl, I was just like, this is a mess. Before the hood turns. That's what we was looking at on Twitter Monday when all this shit went down. I said, this is juicy. Who would have fucking thought? Okay? This was a ghetto Triple Crown classic publication going on right before our eyes. Okay? That is what they be. And y'all know, bitch, let me tell you something. Y'all know about them Triple Crown publication books. Okay? Them hood ass rap books that grammar be all fucked up, where the punctuation that run on sentences and everything. Girl, yes. Shit be spelled wrong, whatever. Okay? Why are you selling to TE? W. Okay, we ain't in Baltimore. This ain't Baltimore. Okay, this ain't Baltimore. U is spelled Y-O-U, not Y-E-W. Okay, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Girl, a mess. And then speaking of Monica, we got word like literally later on that day or the next day saying that the next verses that's coming up is Monica versus Brandy. I was like, oh shit, oh shit. Wait a minute, put some pump it in it. Skirt. What happened in the midst of this that let this happen, okay? Because everybody been trying to get this to happen, but Monica said no. Brandy said she was into it or whatever. And no, I do not feel like Monica was intimidated by Brandy. I feel as though the ladies, it's fun to joke. It's a cute little kiki that we have against, with the Monica. Oh, that's cute. Veronica. That's cute. The Monica versus Brandy situation. It's always been there. It's going to always be there. And for me, it's just fun. Okay. For most of us, it's fun. It's not serious. Okay. Some old ass stand that was a Brandy stand was up in my mentions, and I told him you need to just check the charts or whatever. Talking about some Monica don't have no hits or whatever, and I'm like, check the charts. That's all you need to do. He got up in his feelings just because I literally said, just check the charts. You don't need to do that. We don't need to pit these women against each other like that. Okay? And he blocked me. But you was following me. And you was the main one in my mentions. Like, girl, it was one person that was mad, and every time I tweeted something, just was commenting. You know, let me tell you something. I'm a changed person because I could have cursed this person out and I could have blocked them. I could have blocked them every time I tweeted something about Brandy, even, you know, and it wasn't even negative. Just want to come back with something, and I know they was trying to be funny or whatever and taking it light, but goddamn, sometimes that shit get annoying. Like, I don't need you to comment on everything. It was just irritating me, but you know, I hold it down. Okay, I didn't go off. I didn't go off. I said we're gonna keep it fun. We're gonna keep it light. We're gonna keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to know what was the circumstances around it, that made this happen. Because Monica was like, no, girl. Okay, and it's gonna be at the Tyler Perry studio. Bitch, let me get a flight out there so I can go ahead and see what's going on. What's going on? I want to be front and center. Ashley will be there. It's August 31st, this Monday at 8 o'clock, probably 7 o'clock my time or whatever. Girl, Ashley gonna be there. Okay. Y'all know I'm Team Monica, but at the same time, I'm Team Monica, but I do like Brandy music for the most part. And prior to this, I'm gonna be honest, and I put this out there on social media too. I like to make jokes or whatever. It ain't nothing serious, you know. I like both ladies. I like both their singles that they all released or whatever. I had never listened to all of Brandy music prior to, you know, finding out that this versus battle was going to happen. I took it upon myself because I know that I'm going to be talking about it soon as the versus is over with. I took it upon myself to, you know, go and listen to her discography. I listened to all 7 albums, and y'all already know, I've said it before, when that 211 album came out, that was the only album that I actually listened to and from and had downloaded from Brandy. That was the first album that I ever listened to her, and I actually loved that album. I still listen to it to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I can listen to it with no skips. I don't have to skip anything. I listen to it from front to back. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what people, you know, fail to realize. Like, I don't dislike this girl. I don't know if people think that I hate the girl. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate her. I don't dislike her. I just prefer her acting. Okay, don't judge me. I prefer her acting over the singing and the music stuff, okay? And that's not saying that I feel like she can't sing or she doesn't have a good voice, because she has a bomb voice. I still don't understand where y'all coming from with the vocal Bible. After listening to all her albums, I'm still like, where is the vocal Bible coming from? Please explain where that term came from. And I do know that she did not give herself that moniker, okay? But at the same time, you know, I went back so that I can be a fair judgment of character, and listen to her songs or whatever. I listened to all the albums in order, you know what I'm saying? And this is how it went. Never Say Never. That's the first album that I really, really liked, okay? And then I liked Aphrodisiac. And then I liked, and that got a little hate. You know, so a lot of people didn't like that. Maybe because I really like that album because of the simple fact that, you know, Timbaland is the producer on most of the songs, or probably produced the whole thing. That I listened to that album straight through, and I was liking each and every song on that. Okay. 211, of course, that's 3 albums right there. All I know is Human and B7. B7 is 6, Human is 7. Them 2, girl, you can go away with them. I did not enjoy B7. I really thought that it was gonna really do something for me, but it didn't. Full Moon, you know, y'all go up for that album, and I just don't understand why. I mean, I kind of get it, but it was like that futuristic stuff. It was just too much. Okay, I got enough of that when I listened to TLC Fan Mail. They did that right, but I don't know. It was just too heavy on that futuristic stuff. But like the first half of the album, I didn't really enjoy, except for When You Touch Me. And I did like Full Moon. I like the song Full Moon, but the actual album, I didn't. I can take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But the second half, I really enjoyed the second half. I will say that. But, you know, put in the Brandy album, the first album, put it in the middle or whatever. That's because it's a little bit too sugary pop. And it was because it came out when she was a young girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving props what props is due. Brandy can sing her ass off, and I was, seeing exactly where the transition when she came into her grown woman, when the full moon came in, and that's when that voice changed. It got a little bit deeper, a little bit raspier. That vocal came out. I was like, okay, girlfriend, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even with all of that, and she got the little Set It Off single and the Sitting Up in My Room single, that she did for, was it Waiting to Exhale? Waiting to Exhale. Um, we got all that. I will say they both chose the best hits on their albums to me to use as singles, okay? And I enjoy each and every last single that they came out with. I enjoyed it, Brandy and Monica. And we have to be clear. At this point, it is not about who can sing better, who can do the most runs or whatever. That is not what Verzuz is about. Verzuz is about the hits that they have, okay? The charting hits that they have, okay? That's what it started off as being about. Not about who can sing better, who you like better, and all this stuff. And truth be told, people trying to shade Monica and say, oh, she ain't got the hits that Brandy got or whatever. Brandy got 17, according to Billboard, because I looked this up before I got on this camera. According to Billboard, Brandy got 17 hits, okay? She got Sitting Up in My Room, I Want to Be Down, The Boy Is Mine, Have You Ever, Baby, Best Friend, Broken Hearted, Missing You, Almost Doesn't Count, Full Moon, Right Here, What About Us, Put It Down, Talk About Our Love, Angel in Disguise, You Don't Know Me Like You Used to, and Who Is She to You. Those are the charting 17 hits that Brandy got. Monica has 16 charting hits. You know what I'm saying? She has For You I Will, Angel of Mine, Don't Take It Personal, Before You Walk Out of My Life, The Boy Is Mine, The First Night, So Gone, Why I Love You So Much, You Should Have Known Better, Everything to Me, Knock Knock, Love All Over Me, Every Time the Beat Drop, Trust with Keisha Cole, okay? Monica didn't do that bitch no justice, okay? Keisha Cole, girl, she blocked me. And I'm giving Brandy all this praise. And Brandy fucking blocked me on goddamn Twitter a few years ago. Girl, I don't know what I said. I don't know what I did, bitch. I ain't never at that girl. Because I follow her on fucking Instagram. But I hate the bitch. Okay, that's some lame shit if you follow somebody that you fucking hate and dislike or whatever. But anyway, you Brandy Stan, tell Brandy to fucking unblock me on Twitter so we can talk, alright? But anyway, fuck that. What was I saying? Yeah, Monica played Keisha Cole, because when they performed Trust on the BET Award, Monica took over that damn song. Monica took over that damn song. I would never forget that goddamn performance. Was it the BET? It was the BET Awards. That shit was every fucking thing. I know Keisha was heated, bitch. And what else was it? Uh, hmm. Just Another Girl and All Eyes on Me. So, it's 17, 16 or whatever, plus the thing that they got together. Girl, and everybody forget about that It All Belongs to Me. I like that song. Y'all didn't like when they did that song together. Bitch, I like that shit. Girl, come on. Anyway, the video was cute too. But and just go back and look at all this has brought nostalgia to me, okay? Because I just been going back looking at all the interviews and stuff that they had together, whatever. It was a nice time, especially when they came back after we heard all the rumors and stuff about, the friction that was between them or whatever. I'm pretty sure that shit was manufactured. But then again, Monica is a hood rat, okay? And let me tell you what it is about Monica. Brandy stuff, it don't speak to me the way Monica music speak to me, because Monica speak to me in a classy hood rat type of shit. That's what it is. Brandy too like sugar sweet because of the way that they try to portray her as her image, and probably people give Brandy a lot more praise because of what she's done, the cultural impact that she had. She had a huge cultural impact, and you cannot deny that. Bitch, Brandy gonna get up there and do Impossible. I forget. Impossible. She gonna get up there. She had a fucking duet with Whitney Houston, okay? She had a fucking duet with Whitney Houston, but Monica shoot with Whitney Houston too. But see, that's equal footing right there, because they both had something with Whitney. Bitch, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I'm cheering for the ladies. I don't feel like it's gonna be a winner on anyone. Both of them have already won. This is gonna be just a beautiful time. I want them to get up there, spill some tea. Okay, Monica gonna give us a few neck rolls or whatever. She gonna give us a little bit of attitude. Brandy probably gonna be like subdued as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then she probably gonna throw a little shade here and there, and I'm gonna be here for it. Okay, come on, give us Chardonnay, Brandy. You know what I'm saying? Like I really enjoy me a Brandy production when she acting. I'm still kind of in my feelings that Zoe ever acted after the show that she had on BT. They didn't bring that back. That was cute. I like that. Why? Why y'all ain't bring that back, BT? That's back then when BT used to put on shows and they only had one season. Bitch, what was the point? Girl, but anyway, y'all, we're going to have a good time on Monday. We're going to have a good time on Monday. Speaking of old people, Keri Hilson, and I'm talking about old news, okay? Keri Hilson was on Fox Soul. They do this little internet show, whatever, with Claudia Jordan, and she was on there talking about, her hiatus from music and the thing that kind of derails her career. Part of the reason why her career derailed was this fake beef that she had with Beyonce. And I call it a fake beef because that's basically what she said. She basically said that now, if you remember the Turning Me On song that she had, and then she put out the remix, and in the remix she said you need to sit down and have some kids. Okay? Beyonce did sit down and have some kids, and then she came the fuck back and she kept the fuck going. Well, she never really sat down. She had them kids and kept on going. They was on her titty milk and everything, and they was just still going. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and ever since then, it's just been like, especially with the Beehive, some of the Beehive members that's not mature enough to like people or whatever, it's just been like, fuck Keri Hilson, you know what I'm saying? So she came out and she had to clear that shit up, and she said, listen, I ain't had no beef with Beyonce, okay? It wasn't nothing like that or whatever. It was the label that was doing that shit. It was the label that wanted this manufactured beef to happen and was forcing my hand on it, and I was scared and felt like I had no voice, and basically they was threatening me like, if you don't do this, you ain't gonna have no career, shit like that. And do I believe her? For the most part, yes, because the industry is fuckery and sorcery and bullshit just like that. We've seen some crap like that go down all the time. We've seen artists have beef that has been manufactured, not because they have beef with each other, but because it'll sell records, it'll garner up attention and controversy or whatever. And I don't know if that's what they thought that this was going to happen, but what happened was it derailed the fuck out of her career. Okay, so you guys tell me, do you believe what Keri Hilson is saying? Megan the Stallion, Tammy Flocka, and Waka Flocka, and this stupid shit. Tammy, you gonna get enough of being Waka's mouthpiece, okay? You gonna get enough of doing that. Now, some unknown rapper that I didn't never heard of posted some shit basically trying to say, he didn't give a damn about the Megan Thee Stallion shooting or whatever, trying to make it seem like she was lying and all that stuff or whatever, woo woo woo. And I think the Shade Rule posted it. And so underneath the comment or whatever, because of the Waka put up 100%, the 100 sign, emoji or whatever. And, Megan Thee Stallion commented and said, don't nobody care what he had to say because he didn't even finish the 6th grade, or he dropped out of school in the 6th grade. He can't even read because or some shit like that, talking about the education or whatever, threw some shots. And Waka responded basically saying, damn, so that's how y'all see me? I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about bro fit, you know what I'm saying? But I see how you view me. That's cool. He posted, because people were trying to say, no, bro, you lying or whatever. You was talking and you was referring and agreeing with what dude was saying. He was talking about the clothing. Well, he claims that he was talking about the shirt that the boy was wearing because it's part of his clothing brand. Okay, fine. We're going to put it like that. Then he cleared that up or whatever. You can believe that if you want to. Tammy comes out, adding Meg Thee Stallion, saying basically, we cool with you or whatever. We talked about this, and me and Waka already talked about that or whatever, and said that he don't even like the fact that Tory did this to you, and then you gonna do all this stuff, and if you had some issue, you could have came to him or whatever. You ain't have to put him on blast like that. You ain't have to go this and blah, 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 blah. Megan simply put underneath the post, was not talking about Waka. I said, Megan, you can say that if you want to. I don't believe it, but I think you was talking about both of them. But if that's what you want to say, That's what you want to say. And then that forced Tammy to come back and apologize. Girl, shut the fuck up and let your husband take care of his own battles, okay? Quit interjecting, all right? And then, girl, just Tammy irks me. I don't get it. I don't get it. They both of them irks me, okay? Megan, do what you gotta do. Like, girl, you could have kept all that shit to yourself. A new TV show that I do watch that I'm not reviewing on my own is Lovecraft Country. It comes on HBO Sunday nights, 8 o'clock. Let me tell you something. Good shit. Vampires, sci-fi, white people, racism, black people overcoming, black people being that motherfucking bitch. Okay? Listen, if you have not watched it, it's 2 episodes in. Get you HBO Max or whatever the fuck. Find somebody that got it. Find a rerun on TV, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing or whatever. And go ahead and watch that shit, okay? Because it is so good. It's black sci-fi, okay? And it's from the creator of Underground, Misha Green. Come on, all right? It's really, really good. But anyway, get into that. Pastor John Gray. I don't know if I spoke about it. I feel like I mentioned it in another video. But yeah, he didn't get caught up in another scandal, cheating scandal. He out here cheating during the pandemic, flirting around with people on the internet, sending videos to his potential boo thing that he got on the side or whatever with his son in the car in one of the videos. Basically trying to say that the wife don't be cooking, all they eating is DiGiorno pizzas and stuff like that. I send you $200 if you do this, and I got the jet pled up. We can go to Cancun, get masked up and all that stuff. I said you can't trust these goddamn pastors or whatever. And it was some other dude who was a Trump supporter who got blasted for letting his wife being in a throuple with his wife and the pool boy and watching the wife have sex with the pool boy. Now, truth be told, I don't have a problem with that. But, when the Republican Party and these conservatives be talking about, Christian values and family values and all this stuff, and then you go do something like that, that's scandalous for that, okay? Because you think about stuff being, a household and a marriage just being a man and a woman, you know what I'm saying? And not nobody else entering the stuff. But you got a third party and y'all probably was doing some other stuff too. Girl, you can't trust nobody these days, okay? Don't put your faith in man. All right, you put your faith in God. Okay, whoever your God is, you put your faith in them. That's what you do, not man. Anyway, moving on from that. Masika, girl, you need your ass beat for fucking real, okay? I saw Masika name on the timeline. And I was like, why the fuck is her name trending? Girl, this bitch done put up a goddamn video and she was bruised up or whatever in her underwear and she kept showing her body off and she was like, oh my god, you guys, they're gonna come back. They beat me up and they said they need some money. Send it to my OnlyFans, $100 tips and all that. And I said, bitch, as soon as I heard $100 and no OnlyFans, I was like, so you really gonna use this as a fucking torture porn storyline for your fucking OnlyFans, and then gonna come back and say she was doing a movie or whatever on sex trafficking or whatever? Okay, and then try to say that she was, involved with this organization called the Rose Organization, which is basically dealing with child sex trafficking, women's sex trafficking, human sex trafficking, and all that stuff. Okay, and that's what she was doing it for, and that's where the proceeds of the OnlyFans is going to, or some shit like that. The creator of the Rose Organization had to come through and say, listen, first of all, I ain't tell that bitch to do anything like that. We don't want no money that coming from no OnlyFans or whatever, because I don't condone OnlyFans. First of all, I don't have a problem with OnlyFans. If y'all want to do that shit, do y'all shit, okay? And you do, it ain't just sex on OnlyFans. People ain't just doing sex shit. That's one thing, but that's what it's most known for. But they was like, we didn't tell her to do that. She's not on none of our boards or anything. And then Masika trying to say, well, they trying to come out and defame my name or whatever and make it seem like they didn't do this and I got letters and all that stuff, and posted a letter that was misspelled. It wasn't even on the correct letterhead or whatever, trying to prove that she was on the board or asked to do some stuff or whatever with them. And the people from Rose had to come out and say, first of all, that's not my letterhead, that's not my signature, so I don't know exactly where you got that from, and I don't know what you're doing, but you need to cut it out. Masika, you're desperate and you're pathetic as fuck. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say at that. You're desperate and you're pathetic as fuck. Another desperate and pathetic as fuck person, Jeffree Star, okay? Jeffree Star done revealed his black boyfriend that he got. All of a sudden, y'all know his history with racism and all that shit. Now you got a black boyfriend that plays ball overseas. Andre, like, if I ain't see a PR stunt, and then ever since then, you know, he just posting all pictures of them in the house and video of them walking in the house and cooking and walking on the beach and all this stuff. Like, girl, who you trying to, what's the end goal here? I'm waiting for the get you gotcha. This was for this product line that's dropping or whatever. That's what I'm waiting for, because it's nothing but a big publicity stunt. Okay. And then the basketball star Andre, his girlfriend or baby mama, I should say, she come out talking about something. Listen, this is not what I wanted to wake up to. You know, I saw the signs, but damn, I ain't know that this was gonna happen or whatever. And she on the internet begging for him to come back and she'll do better and all this stuff. I said, girl, what I would never fucking do is beg for a bitch to come back to me after they done gone and moved on to somebody else. I don't care if they moved on to a nigga or a bitch. No. Ashley was take my L and move the fuck on. I will heal privately. Okay? Bitch, truth be told, y'all don't even fucking... No, we're not even gonna do that. Y'all ain't finna get into my business yet. I was about to put some shit out there. Y'all would have been like, bitch, for real? No, it's none of your business. But that's the point. You're not gonna get me on no internet up here divulging all this stuff for what? No, you're not gonna have me looking pathetic over nobody. Nobody. I'm gonna take my L in peace. I'm gonna fucking mourn in peace, and then I'm gonna heal, and then I'm gonna move on to the next. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, girl. That man don't want you. Okay, he looking for a come up. He looking for a come up. That's all that it is. Okay, you shouldn't want to be with nobody that's doing some shit like that. Okay, heal yourself. Take time for yourself. Love your child, and then move on to somebody that can love you better. For you. For real. Okay? There you go. R. Kelly, listen. I don't give a damn. They said R. Kelly got his ass beat. And the reason why is because, let me tell you something. Last week, they was out here protesting. It was a small. When I say small, like small. Probably wasn't even 30 people. Out here fucking protesting, trying to free him or whatever. And they said the inmate was pissed off about all these protests that was happening because of him. He came into there and beat his ass a little bit. Girl, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Should have pissed on his ass too. But oh well, you in prison. What the fuck you think gonna happen? Then his lawyer trying to get him out because, you know, this is what they allow. People get their ass beat in prison. He ain't no different. Okay? That's what happened when you in gym pop, nigga. Anyway, they said update on the Tim and the Sweetie Pie situation. They said that he people saying that he had a life insurance policy on his mama for $1 million too. Bitch, protect Miss Robbie at all costs, okay? She an old ass lady as it is. You know, protect that lady. He was gonna try, and I believe it. I believe it. If he did all of this stuff that he's accused of doing, I believe that he had some more shit going on. And this is not shocking to me at all. Girl, throw that nigga under the jail, okay? Jaheim, if you wanted to know, he a Trump supporter too. He said, you know, that Trump saved a lot of people. And we black folks is basically brainwashed into following the Democratic Party. It's the Jaheim that came to Whitney Houston funeral in a purple suit looking like Barney. The Jaheim that was in that photo at Whitney Houston funeral that had people in the background looking at him like, the fuck is going on? That Jaheim. Exactly. Okay, moving on from that. Congratulations are in order to Garcelle, aka Fancy. You know, she is now a co-host of The Real. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how she fits. But hey, congratulations, she keep a job. Okay, she got her job. She gonna keep that. and we'll see how long that lasts. And in music news, if you need to know, Jasmine Sullivan, Tweet, Lettucey, and Tony Braxton coming out with some music tonight, okay? Tomorrow, tonight, whatever. They're going to have music out. Y'all go check them out, and I'm downloading everybody. Anyway, I've been on this thing long enough. You guys tell me how you feel about it, and I will see you guys later. You guys, please wear your mask. Be safe, be safe, be safe, and have a good weekend as well. Peace.